I've now been riding mass transit for about almost 4-ish months now. And so I have discovered there are several things that are very annoying, and I kind of want to share my mass transit pet peeves with you guys today. Hello everyone, it is Samantha and I hope you guys are having a fantastic one. I'm a little bit excited about today's video because I basically get a rant about all my pet peeves when it comes to riding on mass transit. So for the past several months I've been taking the local commuter train, and in those short months I have discovered there are several types of people that ride the commuter train and the annoying things that they do, because, you know, that's what happens when you're surrounded by the public. You get really interesting encounters. So I'm going to share with you guys my pet peeves, and I think that they're pretty universal. I think anybody anywhere in any country probably encounters these things, and I know that I'm probably not the only one that gets irritated by them. So now I will tell you guys my mass transit pet peeves. Pet peeve number 1. When the train is over half empty and there are empty seats everywhere with nobody around them, there's just empty seats, empty rows of seats, and then somebody comes and sits next to me. Why? Why? Like, if you could have your own seat with nobody next to you, why would you purposely seek out to sit next to someone? Like, I'm an introvert. I'm okay not being near anyone else. Like, I'm okay being in my space. You really don't need to sit next to me. I'm okay sitting alone in my own thing. Like, you could maybe enjoy one of the other 50 empty seats that are out there, not next to anybody. Just, you know, throwing that out there. So that's one thing that kind of gets under my skin just a little bit, which I'm also an introvert, so nothing happens. I just sit there in like silent irritation while I read. What are you gonna do? Pet peeve number 2. When somebody doesn't just sit next to you, but they sit on you. First of all, I am not your seat. My seat is not your seat. Your seat is your seat. There is plenty of room for you to sit completely on your seat. If you can tell that you are sitting on someone and that you are like in their bubble, why are you in their bubble? Why would you think somebody would like that? Like, I don't want to cuddle with you. I don't know you. I want you to get in your seat and, you know, kind of keep a thin distance between me and you. You really don't need to be that close. No. Pet peeve number 3, perfume and cologne. So I think that some people don't realize that you do not need to apply the entire bottle of perfume and cologne. I mean, if you are smelling it halfway down the train car, you have applied way too much cologne and perfume. And it is really hard to breathe, especially if you're really sensitive to scents, kind of like I am. Like, it makes me nauseous. Why? You can just, a light spritzing. You don't need to like just keep pumping that bottle. You can just do a light spritz. People will still smell it, but not to the intoxicating quantity that you like to apply it. Just saying, a little goes a long way. Pet peeve number 4, cell phone talkers. I don't mean the people that just sit there quietly having a quiet cell phone conversation because it's a long ride into town. I get that. You're bored. You want to talk to someone you know. That's fine. I'm talking about the people that don't want to just have a phone conversation with their friend or loved one. They want everyone to know about their conversation. I really don't need to know about so-and-so's boyfriend and what he did, and I don't think the other 100 people in the car need to either. You know, you don't have to yell into the phone. I think modern technology is such that you can talk at a lower volume and the other person, odds are, will probably be able to hear you. I don't know why, but it really stresses me out when people talk that loudly and then I'm trying to read and I can't focus on the words because all I'm hearing over here is, oh my God, did you hear about Joe's girlfriend? He did what? Oh my God, he's such a jackass. Oh my God. Like, I don't, no. Pet peeve number 5, line cutters. Because apparently this is a thing even though you are a grown-ass adult. So every day, every single evening when we're all boarding the train, we are lined up, we are waiting for the people to disembark, and then suddenly this woman who knows better just swoops out of nowhere and cuts in front of everyone because apparently she is just not going to make it on that train unless she cuts. We're all going to get there at the exact same time. If you are a grown-ass adult and you do not know line etiquette at this point, what have you been doing with your life? Like, you learn line etiquette by age 5. Why are you cutting in front of me? You don't need to cut in front of me. And not only is it rude, but it is dangerous because this same person who cut in front of me, and I was like, fine, whatever. And then I go to get on the train after her. Apparently she was in such a rush that she got in front of somebody else, and then she abruptly had to back up really fast. Well, she backed up into me, knocked me off the train, so my ass hit the cement. My legs slipped partway under the car, and then thank goodness my sister and this random guy were there because I was having a hard time getting back up, and they helped me up, and I was able to like get out from like partially underneath the car. Like, so not only is it rude, but it can be dangerous. Like, that could have ended really badly for me if that car was about ready to take off. Like, probably either have broken legs or no legs. So you really, I mean, you don't need to cut. There is no reason to be doing that. You learn how to wait in a line like a respectful person. Like, if you just, I don't understand cutting. I don't, at all, ever. It's just wait patiently, people. It'll be okay. You'll get to your destination. Pet peeve number 6, petitioners. Those people that sit there at the street corners asking you to sign their document to help stop whatever, or get whatever onto the ballot. Why do you get on the train? And why do you do it in the evenings when everybody's tired and going home from work and they don't feel like dealing with it? Like, first of all, they're always so pushy. Like, if I say no, I mean no. You don't need to keep either A, guilting me or arguing with me. B, number 2, this is what I hate lists, just like the doctor. 1 minute is not enough for me to become informed upon the issue that you are wanting me to sign for. I'm not going to sign for something that I have no idea what you're talking about when I am not informed upon that issue. So I'm not going to sign it. And just why? And you're not even supposed to be on the train. Like, why are you on the train? Like, just don't. It's awkward. It's awkward, especially when it's packed and they're like forcing their way between everybody and they're asking you to, like, they're shoving their clipboard in your face, and I'm just like, no. Bubble. Leave me alone. I know I'm an introvert. I don't like talking to strangers, and you are a stranger, and I'm not going to talk to you. I can't. I mean, I try to be polite and be like, no, but when they start arguing with me, and I just like, stop. And finally, pet peeve number 7. People who decide to take up 2 seats because their bag needs a seat by itself. And not only are they taking up this other seat with their bag that they could, have on their lap like everybody else, but then if the car is full and somebody would like to sit in that seat, they cop an attitude about moving their bag. Like, why? Common courtesy would suggest that maybe that little old lady over there would like to have a seat, but apparently she can't because your purse needs its own room. Like, I don't understand that. I don't understand people's thought process as to why that's okay. I cannot tell you how many times I've seen somebody be like, hey, can I sit in this seat? And then the person takes their bag, like, throws it down on the floor next to them. Like, the person just asked them to give up their firstborn child. Like, they just asked you to move your bag because you did not pay for 2 seats. You paid for 1, and they would like a seat. Like, just why? Alright guys, that is it for my mass transit pet peeves. You'll have to let me know if these things bother you or what things bother you when you're on mass transit. I'm being pretty sarcastic, but some of these things I just don't understand. Like, I think it's common courtesy just to be polite to people and that are around you, and just to be conscientious that you are not the only one in this space. There are other people who are using this the same as you, and just to be kind and nice and courteous. Like, it's not just about you. Anyway, you guys will have to let me know if these things bother you, and if you enjoyed this video, let me know. Maybe I'll do others in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great one, and until next time, bye!